This apartment is 2 stories. It has 3 bedrooms. There's 4 people that live here and it costs $7,000 a month. Welcome to my apartment. Let's get it. Right when we walk in, you know, hang up the jackets. We got the fur. We got all the shoes down here because we don't want to track New York City in here. New York City is disgusting. Really walk directly into the kitchen and the living room area. It's completely open layout. See, we have the living room, the dining room. We've got the cuddle cushion area over here. Another really cool highlight of the living room is these skylights here. These holes in our ceiling, which you think would give more light, but it kind of stays dark like this at most times during the day. This is like the living room lounging area. This couch, which actually looks cooler than how it feels. Downstairs is very tastefully done. It has nothing to do with me. I don't know anything about interior design. It is one of my roommates, Saul, who kind of designed all this down here. And it looks really nice. There's a lot of plants, there's a lot of art. The furniture looks really cool. I work from this seat sitting right here. And a lot of us work from home sometimes, so we just like work at this dining room table. Kind of like when you're in college, literally going to the library and you're all just like working away on your projects. That's kind of what we do down here. Then coming into the third section of the living room, dining room space, kitchen area is the cuddle cushion area. Very New York, right? Just come lay down on this mattress that happens to be in my living room. Turn on the fire and watch a movie because we have the projector right over here. Pull this bad boy down. Like you can hardly tell that it's even up there. Now you can really see like the depth of this room as I walk through it. We got the island. This works great because there's 4 of us that live in this apartment. You can actually work in this kitchen quite nicely because a person can be operating on like this side or this side. Pretty fun to be able to cook and have dinner parties and stuff like that in here. Also, I love these lights coming down. The leading lines going down is pretty fun. The fridge, decent size and is always jam-packed because a lot of us cook and just eat from home. So, you know, it'd be jam-packed to the max. And then we have designated shelves. So like the top is Haley and Saul's shelf. And then we got Logan's shelf and then my shelf down here. We really actually do have just enough cabinet space. We have these cabinets here, these cabinets. Whoa. So all of this is cabinet space as well, which has like food and different items in it. So the bathroom is actually really dope. We have this huge tub, like it's giant. I'm a huge fan of this bathroom. And we have a waterfall shower, which has been a dream of mine to have my entire life. So the fact that I have one now that I use is pretty cool. When you're taking a shower, you can like look into the backyard, which is nice. And there's nice natural light that comes in here in the morning, some nice sun rays. It's exactly why I don't shower in my room, because I'll show you later, but my room's like a closet. We do have laundry in here. They're very small units, but the dryer's like broken all the time, which is unfortunate. So we do community like toilet paper and stuff. So we split that up at the end of the month, just like apartment expenses. And I'm sure you can tell, but we have a lot of windows down here, which leads into a backyard, which is really messy right now. So depending on the season is how much we use the space back here, but yeah, it can be pretty nice. This actually blows up into like a beautiful rose bush. Sometimes we have like little parties back here. We've had DJs perform up here because this space really spreads out back this way. Goes all the way to the back fence here and it spins around this direction. And it's super quiet back here. We're like nestled away in this like little corner of New York City where it's hella quiet. Yeah, so sometimes we'll take the dining room table out here and connect it to this outdoor table and just have like a little dinner party out here. That's why we have all these random chairs everywhere. Spins around to this side where we have these bamboo trees, which is pretty cool. This is like a Japanese maple that the landlord put in. He was like, yo, be careful of that tree. If you mess up that tree, I'm gonna be pissed. You can see right into the bathroom, but it's a nice view to have when you're showering. This wall right here is giant. Like seriously, it's like 20 feet tall. So all the bedrooms are upstairs. A really nice touch as you go up the stairs is like this brick wall left right here. And we head on up to the bedrooms. We have my room, Logan's room. There's no real wall here. And then you just look down and then there's the stairs. So there's a curtain here to block this whole glass area. Then it has the sliding doors. And this is the smallest room in the apartment. Still a nice room, but as far as like privacy goes, for my room and Logan's room, we're not closing a door. Like it's a sliding door. There's like gaps underneath and top and in between. So you can kind of hear everything. If there's people downstairs, you can hear it. If Logan's having I can hear it. This is my room. I have my bed here, shelving space here. I've got 2 closets to the right and left. My mattress is too soft, by the way. I need to replace this. Yeah, and then you're inside the bathroom and it has this wooden sliding door that's really hard to push. Yeah, I seriously don't understand why there's not a handle on it. Just got a small little sink, toilet, And there's a shower here as well. I kind of just keep my laundry in here, which is pretty funny. I really enjoy this space in this foyer area because we have this little chair. Like sometimes people take calls from right here or we'll just chill. This is the office space. Logan has his at-home workstation set up, which this is actually a ton of closet space. It's just not directly in his room. He has to like walk from his room over here to get to the closet space. There's actually a fireplace down over here, which is insane. We never used it before. This is the master bedroom. You actually have to walk through the office to get into here. They pay the most for this room because it's the most private. They have a door, so it's like super quiet in their room. It's definitely like sectioned off pretty well. It's a little messy in here because we're all packing for Burning Man. And then we head out onto the roof deck, which is my favorite part of this entire apartment because it's right next to my room. I can just like walk out here, get some sunshine in my face like right away. Blessings. I work out up here. I've got my ice bath. Fun fact, we found all this turf on the street and then we turfed the entire place, which is pretty cool. This is our neighbors up here. We got a makeshift couch up here. We left it out all winter, so it's pretty destroyed currently. Like this is the top of the bamboo trees. There's just like so much greenery up here. I'll sit up here and take calls, have coffee, eat breakfast, whatever sometimes. There's a few funny things. We have a family of raccoons that come up here.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What are you guys doing back there? Pretty much every night. Like they literally took bites out of my slant board, chewing it up, which is crazy. I've seen rats up here a lot. Then there's bees and stuff up here. We've even had an entire dance party up here before. We split up the rent separately based off of the room that we have. So like Logan has the smallest room and doesn't have a bathroom. He pays the least, I pay the middle amount, and then Saul and Haley pay the most amount because they have the largest room. Having 4 people in the apartment and being an open layout, like we do have to function around each other, and a lot of us work from home sometimes, especially during COVID. And that's the hardest part about living in New York City, really, right? Like the cost of living, and then you most likely have to have roommates, and do you mesh with these roommates? Do you get along with them? And I feel super lucky and blessed that I lived in New York City long enough that I've like found some people that I really mesh with. And I'm coming up on 2 years living in this apartment, and I've had different roommates. I used to actually live with my ex-girlfriend in this apartment, which is kind of crazy. Click the subscribe button to see more. And if we get to 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'm gonna fly one of you to New York City. Yeah, just click subscribe and you get a chance to come to New York. All right, we'll see you next week. Peace.